This segment is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Foss. We're going to talk about an armed robbery that took place on Main Street on Friday evening, early evening. As a matter of fact, we were all at the Edie White game covering Edie White Vanderbilt, and we got a text from the gentleman on the desk right now, Lieutenant Neil Abbott with the Houma Police Department. Y'all were able to get video from us, but also Fake Jewelers had some video too. But it's not a call we get every day. We get accidents all the time. We're given video for accidents on this corner, and occasionally we have some vandalism. But when we get a call about an armed robbery, of course, we're all going, holy cow. But we'll roll in some footage right now before the lieutenant talks. And it all occurred, you can see to the right in front of Lumiere's. And look, folks, this is generally a safe place, so don't change your plans if you're going to eat or listen to music at Lumiere's. This is a random deal, and we're going to let the lieutenant talk about it. But there you see it. Lieutenant, maybe you could start the conversation by telling us what took place.
So right under the sign of Lumiere's, the two females were walking into the establishment, and the gentleman, which was identified as James Domain, stops them and asks him for money. The conversation continues. They try to bypass him and go into the establishment. I think they had a band that night, from what I remember. And he refused to let them pass. He then shows them what they considered was a firearm, pistol, in his waistband. One of the females then starts to try to flag vehicles down in the video that you can see. And then they bypass, and he walks off back towards the fountain. They make it inside and call 911. Officers responding, he's going to walk off right here, and then he walks across the Whitney Bank and then makes his way towards Barrow. Units that were responding were definitely keeping an eye on their surroundings, because they actually spotted him at a location, and then once they got on scene, were given a better description and realized that they had passed him on the way, doubled back and flooded the area, and were able to take him in custody. The only thing he did was he took off his green shirt and dished it, from what I was told. But it still had the BB gun in his waistband, which the officer said looked like a real gun.
Yeah, some of those BB guns and pellet guns look like the real thing. We've had stories about that before. Let me ask you this, because was he an habitual kind of criminal, or is it the first time we hear this guy?
It's the first time I've heard his name come across. I don't have his criminal history in front of me to know if he was local or not.
Right. But I can imagine the ladies that he stopped. That's, we hear about it on TV all the time. We hear it in other places. But to be actually stopped by a man, then he shows you a pistol in his waistline, that's pretty traumatic.
Very traumatic. And in the instance, just comply with everything that they're asking for. Don't try to resist. Try to get to a safe spot after the fact, call 911, and then we're going to come in and follow up. Like you said, I contacted you, I contacted Greg, I pulled up video from the boardwalk, and with all three camera angles, we were able to track which direction. This was after the fact, but the officers did the initial part with taking him into custody. We were able to take the video and put everything together, so now the DA's office has pretty much a lock-solid case.
Yeah, he can't say he didn't do it. You got three cameras on him doing it at the time. I want to, again, reiterate that area is very safe. Police patrol that area. I see police cars here all the time, so it just, somebody was pretty brazen. Was he on any kind of substance or alcohol or whatever, or is he just that crazy?
I think he just saw an opportunity and took it. From what I was told, they tried talking to him, and he immediately asked for an attorney. So right there tells me he was in his right state of mind if he can ask for an attorney.
You've been doing this a long time. What should people do? Like, what did the ladies do everything correctly?
Correct. They did everything correct. They complied. They showed them that they opened up their purses that you can see on the video. They were able to get by him and get into the public eye in the restaurant. Further on in the video, you see a bunch of gentlemen come out the restaurant like they would be looking for Mr. James. Get out, get into a public area, call 911. We're going to come. Officers patrol downtown regularly, just because of the restaurants and the nightclubs and everything else.
But other than that, they did everything. I mean, they showed him inside the purse, I guess, telling him, look, we don't have any.
I guess there was no cash,
Yeah.
no nothing that he could quickly take and get rid of.
Yeah, this is definitely news. We don't hear about it a lot, but I want to thank you and the officers and the chief for getting the news out and just making Houma a safer place. In today's times, it's a little harder to do, but y'all do a great job, and we appreciate it.
I appreciate it. And the guys on the road do a fantastic job. They're front line, and they're patrolling and making stops, talking to people. And all they got to do is call, we'll come, and we'll make it as safe as possible so that Houma can continue with the downtown developments that they have.
All right, Lieutenant, good seeing you again. We appreciate it.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Lieutenant Neil Abbott, we'll take a break. We'll have a lot more. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights.